You're going to take a tennis ball or a lacrosse ball or a cork ball, any kind of ball. A hard ball is going to be more painful than a tennis ball, so start with a tennis ball and work your way up to a harder ball. And we're simply going to put that ball on the ground and place our foot on that ball. We're going to put pressure onto our foot. So we are massaging our foot. We're going to want to really lean into it and dive deep into those pressure points, making sure that we really get in on the arch and really making sure that we get in underneath where the balls of the feet are, all along the outside and on that heel. You're going to want to do this for 2 minutes on one foot, breathing in through your nose and out through your nose, nice and gently. And then you're going to switch and go to the other foot and do the same thing for 2 minutes, nice and gently in through your nose and out through your nose, waking up those roots and those feet. Ankle controlled articulations are ankle circles. We are going to be making a circle with our ankle, but we have to activate our toes when our ankle is pointing down, and we have to activate our toes when our ankle is pulling up so that we are getting everything in the foot to work properly, not creating knots from not moving specific areas. So when we do this, we have our foot straight. We are going to curl our toes and point down to the right as much as we can, feeling that stretch along the top and the bottom of the foot starting to work and maybe even cramp. We want to try to work through that cramp as we rotate our foot to the left, still pointing down, and then we are going to pick up those toes and bring our foot up as high as we can. We're going to leave those toes up, and we are going to rotate to the right as much as we can, and then we are going to curl the toes again, pointing down to the right, rotating to the left, picking them up, rotating to the right, and creating this controlled articulation. We, of course, want to go the opposite way. So we're going to rotate to the left, curl those toes, point down to the left, keep those toes curled and pointed, rotate to the right, pick those toes up, keep those toes up, rotate that ankle to the left as much as possible, curl those toes, point and feel the activation, rotate. Tibia knee extensions is where we are going to be rotating this tibia bone while extending the knee. We are going to let our leg be at a right angle. You can have this on the floor or even hanging off the bed. We just want to make sure that our leg is at a nice little right angle. We are going to imagine this bone rotating out as much as we can. And then we are going to extend our knee by kicking straight out. We're going to keep our tibia rotated and we are going to bend that knee back. Then we are going to rotate that tibia in as much as we can and then extend that knee out and bring that knee back in. The top of the foot and the shin is often very, very tight from the lack of ankle movement when we're walking, when we have shoes on. So we really want to make sure that we are daily taking our foot and bending it over, really stretching the top of that foot and trying to get those toes to bend as much as we can. So go ahead and put pressure and bend. Don't go to painful points. We want to touch a painful tight area, back off about 10%, hang out there for 2 minutes. See, our calf is called the second heart of the body because it pumps so much lymphatic fluid through the rest of our body. We want to make sure that we do not have any knots or restricted areas in our calves. When we release our calf with a ball, that's really going to break up these knot and adhesions. And this is the first step to getting that lymphatic flow to not be impeded. And because our toes and our feet are so connected to our calf, we want to work our arches and our toes to help really open this pathway to create that flow. The best way to do this is to take the ball, put it on the ground, and place your calf on. We're going to roll out our calf, finding those tight areas. Once you've found the lowest part tight area, we're going to want to pump that area. We're going to curl our toes and point our feet and straighten our ankle as much as we can. And then we are going to pick up those toes and pull back our ankle as much as we can. This is going to start to create a massage with your movement.